Have you ever felt that strange pull when you look into the eyes of an animal, as if it sees something in you that even people closest to you cannot understand? It is not simply affection, not just instinct. It is something much deeper, something that feels sacred, as though the creature is looking beyond the surface and recognizing a light hidden inside of you. That moment stays with you, because it feels as if nature itself has acknowledged your spirit in a way words never could. For thousands of years, across cultures and civilizations, animals have carried a symbolic weight far greater than we often realize. They have been seen as protectors, as messengers, as companions of the soul. Ancient people believed that these creatures could walk between worlds, seeing what human eyes cannot. What if some of them are not just companions or observers, but guardians placed to recognize the ones who carry a divine spark within? It is a mystery that touches something very deep within us. There are moments when an animal's gaze lingers, when their behavior shifts, and something invisible is being acknowledged. Some creatures are drawn not to power, not to strength, not to wealth, but to the unseen. They respond to purity, to inner light, to that spiritual force that radiates quietly. And when you feel that connection, it is as if a veil has lifted, reminding you that the universe is far more alive, more interconnected, and more aware of your journey than you ever imagined. Think of dogs, loyal companions that have walked beside humanity since our earliest days. They are not only protectors of homes and herders of flocks, but silent guardians of the spirit. Time and time again, stories emerge of dogs refusing to leave the side of someone who is in deep prayer or facing a spiritual battle. They watch, they wait, and they seem to sense something that cannot be explained by instinct alone. Their loyalty is more than survival. It feels almost heavenly in origin. In monasteries long ago, dogs would gather around monks lost in meditation, their bodies stilled, their eyes fixed, as if they too were drawn into the presence of something greater. Across the world, tales tell of dogs throwing themselves in harm's way, not for food, not for command, but as if protecting something sacred. And when such a creature quietly sits beside you, watching with knowing eyes, it may not be mere loyalty. It may be recognition, a silent nod that they see the light within you that the world often overlooks. From the loyal protectors, we rise into the realm of peace. There is the dove, gentle and graceful, moving with wings that whisper hope. For ages, the dove has represented purity, love, and sacred reassurance. It is the bird that reminds us of new beginnings, of promises fulfilled. There are countless stories of doves appearing at extraordinary moments, during prayer, at baptisms, or at times when healing finally arrives. They come not as coincidence, but as reminders that your soul is seen and your journey is blessed. Sometimes the simplest of creatures carry the deepest messages. When a white dove lands near you or circles above you in a moment of stillness, it can feel like the universe itself is sending comfort. The dove is more than a bird. It is a sign that peace is with you, that you are loved, and that your spirit is being acknowledged. Moments like these are not random. They are whispers to the heart, a reminder that even when you feel unseen, the truth is you are never alone. Yet recognition does not always come in silence. Some spirits honor strength, power, and unshakable presence. The horse, fierce yet gentle, wild yet noble, is one of these beings. For centuries, humans have spoken of a bond with horses that cannot be explained by training alone. Prophets, warriors, and travelers have all felt this connection. There are tales of wild horses approaching not those who command them, but those who carry peace, destiny, and quiet authority within their presence. The horse recognizes true strength not in domination, but in calmness. In the storms of chaos, when herds run wild, sometimes a single horse will break away and stand before a chosen soul. Its eyes seem ancient, filled with recognition, acknowledging something beyond the physical. That moment feels like spirit meeting spirit. It is as though nature itself bows to an unseen authority, reminding us that true power is not loud. It does not demand, it simply is. And then there is the lion, king of beasts, symbol of authority and courage. In history and legend alike, lions have appeared not just as predators but as protectors. Stories tell of people surrounded by lions yet untouched, watched over as if by guardians rather than threatened by predators. Even in the wildest moments, these powerful animals have been seen circling, standing guard, and offering a kind of protection that feels beyond nature. It is as if they too recognize when a soul carries something sacred. When you encounter such strength, You realize that authority is not always about control. It is about presence. Lions seem to know this truth deeply. Their reverence in the presence of certain individuals reminds us that even the most powerful forces of nature bend before true spiritual authority. This recognition humbles the heart and inspires courage, for if even the lion bows to the unseen, then surely the universe itself is acknowledging the journey of the soul. But not every connection shouts with power. Some arrive in stillness, in silence, under the cover of night. The owl, with its unblinking eyes and soundless wings, has always been a symbol of deep wisdom. It appears in moments of decision, in crossroads of fate, as if to remind you that your path is seen, even when you feel lost. Its gaze cuts through fear and doubt, awakening something within you that whispers, "Trust yourself, you are guided. You are not walking this path unseen." There are testimonies of owls appearing before great breakthroughs, before healing moments, before life-changing choices. These are not accidents. The owl does not show itself to everyone. It reveals itself to those who are ready to see beyond appearances and step into a deeper calling. Its presence is like the toll of a hidden bell, announcing a shift that is about to unfold. When you see one, pause. It may be a sign that your spirit is awakening to something greater. And then there is the quiet presence of the cat. Mysterious, gentle, independent, and yet strangely attuned to the invisible. Cats often appear when someone is deep in prayer or in moments of solitude. They curl beside those who are searching inwardly, offering not command or service, but comfort. Their quiet companionship seems to bridge the gap between the seen and unseen, as if they can feel the tremors of spiritual battles and choose to sit beside the soul that carries light. For some, the appearance of a cat at a vulnerable moment feels like more than chance. It feels like recognition. These creatures, so often moving between shadows, sometimes pause to honor the light they sense in another. It is not random. It is not without meaning. When a cat sits beside you, purring softly during your deepest reflections, it can be a reminder that you are never truly isolated, that the unseen world acknowledges your journey and sends comfort in unexpected ways. Transformation is also marked by gentler signs. The butterfly, delicate yet powerful in symbolism, carries with it the story of change. From caterpillar to chrysalis to radiant wings, it embodies the journey of death and rebirth, of shedding the old and embracing the new. Across cultures, butterflies have been seen as messengers of hope, of renewal, and of unseen love watching over the chosen ones. They are often seen at moments of prayer, during farewells, or at the very instant when someone decides to choose hope over despair. Their presence is never accidental. Butterflies seem to gather around those who are stepping into a new chapter, reminding them that change is not to be feared, but embraced. They are gentle carriers of reassurance, whispering that transformation is beautiful, that the soul is seen, that you are becoming something greater than you once were. Their wings remind us that every struggle, every tear, is part of a sacred process leading to light. And then there is the eagle, the summit of this recognition, soaring high above storms, watching from heights we cannot imagine. The eagle does not simply see, it perceives. Its vision is sharper than any other, a symbol of clarity, of divine perspective. For generations, people have looked to the eagle as a sign of strength renewed, of hope that rises above chaos, of a spirit that cannot be broken. To see an eagle soaring is to remember that you, too, are meant to rise above the noise of the world. The eagle is a reminder of resilience. It shows us that storms are not always to be avoided. Sometimes they are to be ridden because only through them can you find your highest path. The eagle's presence in your life may be more than coincidence. It may be a reminder that you carry a vision within, a destiny that lifts you higher than the struggles below. It is a symbol of endurance, of divine protection, and of the calling to rise. Each of these creatures, whether loyal or mysterious, fierce or delicate, holds within them a recognition of something eternal. They remind us that the world is alive with signs, with whispers, with connections that guide us toward our true selves. When you encounter such moments, do not dismiss them. Pause, reflect. They may be reminders that you are seen, that you are chosen, and that you are walking a path illuminated by light greater than you can yet imagine. So the next time an animal lingers by your side, the next time a bird circles overhead, or a creature of the night pauses to watch you, remember this: perhaps they are not just animals.